Hey guys, welcome back to Third Gen Farms. It's been a hot minute since I posted a video. Today is March 18th. We just got a snowstorm here in Wisconsin. We didn't get that much. Some places though, I was kind of down south middle of Wisconsin last night, and they had 2 feet snow and some snow piles that were as tall as I am that they had plowed up. Then there's areas like mine where we hardly got nothing. It's already melting off, but figured I'd bring you guys along today to go. I'm gonna go check my trees that I tapped. I don't tap very many, only 5 or 6 of them. I think I'm gonna tap another one today. But I'm gonna show you the process how we collect our sap, because we don't do it very big. We don't run lines. We have containers, and I got one sitting here right now. We have these containers, 5-gallon jugs that we put them into, and then from there we put in 15-gallon drums, well, 20-gallon drums that we used to get when we milk cows, and from there we boil it down. So I decided to bring you guys along for that. First stop today is right behind my house. We just got one tree tapped. It doesn't produce very much, but it's a big maple. I'll bring you guys with for that though. Alright, so it's a bit of a trek. There was some deep snow. I don't know how to zoom in on this thing. There's some deep snow over there though. Anyways, we made it back here to the woods. The fence line doesn't go very far on our side, so and there's not very many maple trees back here, so we work with what we can. And this tree back here doesn't produce very much. Yep. Snow slippery. So this is my dad's setup right here. He has these metal taps with some clear tubes from Fleet Farm that we bought that goes into this container and just flows. This one gets stuck though, because it's too big and it droops and stuff and such. But I tried a different setup this year, and I'll show you the guys that learned this later. But switch this out. You're gonna pop this cover off. Be right there for right now. Pop this off. Move this out of the way, so it's its own little platform. Pop this green one off, like so. Pop on the used one. There's that covered, and swap these right back out. Simple, just the way I like it. Oh. This is the snow's melted a bit, so it's wet and slippery. Because if otherwise, I would take my snowmobile out here to come get sap. Because I haven't had a very good season for riding, anyhow, at least. Sap, well, besides this being frozen, has been going pretty good. Anyways, this is my rig that I go with. 2024 Honda Rancher with 4x4. And that 4x4 is the only thing helping me get out here. Alright, well, now I've got to take this all the way back to my house. Then I'm going to head over to the farm there. Don't know how that's going to look. But, well, I'll figure something out. Alright, it's the next day now. Yesterday I wasn't able to get out back, but I didn't know we got almost full 5 gallons here. So I'm bringing this over to the shed. I have an empty container. I almost got another full 5 gallons right there. And that one up by the house there isn't doing so the greatest, so I'm bringing this over to the shed where we have our barrel in. But run to the back now where my other trees are, and I should be able to get those. And the lid's popping off, so make this fast. But for the farm here, I use our Pioneer. It's great. It's got a trunk in it. Right there's the barrel. Have it hidden away in a cool dark spot so it doesn't heat up and stays cool. Doesn't heat up, stay cool, stays out of the sun. Oh hey, there's the oxygen pallet forks are. I just do this, I unscrew this top. It is wet, not a fan of that. Pull this top off. Pull this up. And that's a full 15 gallons. So what's gonna have to happen now then is I'm gonna have to take this out to the woods with me, and if that tree gave a lot, I can only assume the ones out back there are gonna be overflowing, so we're gonna stop down at the barn, quickly launch another 15-gallon drum out, and go balls to the walls. Alright, so I'm screwed. I got the Pioneer stuck coming through the gate. Those some deep snow drifts. Anyways, I gotta go all the way out there and all the way out there. So, time for me to get walking, but not right now because I have to go milk cows. Yeah, this made some through some deep stuff. I'm actually really impressed with that because those tires are bald. Of course, I was having to absolute fucking fly through all of it though. Drift in the corners, trying to stay in the nice stuff. Fuck, and I've still gotta get milking. Alright. Well, bring you guys back out once I get a rescue team. Which will probably be in the next 2 hours from now. Alright, well, see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys. It's now the next day after me getting stuck. I got unstuck. After milking, I got the sap collected. I got 15 gallons total of sap yesterday off of 20. I filled a 15-gallon barrel all most of the way up. It was 20 gallons though. I got 20 gallons of sap yesterday off 4 trees. So I'll take that. But anyways, after getting the Pioneer stuck, Grandpa brung the skid steer with tires out, and he tried plowing a path to get to that so he could pull me out with a chain. That didn't work, and he got stuck. So Dad brung our skid steer over, which has tracks on it. So he floated on the snow, pulled Grandpa pulled that skid steer out, and then came and pulled me out. It was a big ordeal. I didn't get home till about 8:30. But anyways, that's out. So now I'm going to take the skid steer out, and I'll bring you guys along with that. And I'm also going to need to get another barrel ready because the sap is flowing good today. It is 50 degrees out. Why am I wearing a sweatshirt? Not a clue. Alright, made it to the farm here. This one isn't doing so great compared to yesterday, but the one over by the house, that one is a little over halfway, and that one's at halfway. So that totals up to 5 gallons from these first 3 trees. I'll take that, I guess. It's not great, but it's also not bad. The ones in the back should be doing pretty good then too. Anyways, this is our skid steer, Gale RT 165. Get around to show you guys. I like it. Works on dirt nice. Works on snow nice too. That is full. Anyways, I'm gonna put a second container over by that one there. Oh, fuck. I might just have to end up moving the skid steer here, backing up a bit so I can have room, because right now the 3-point is in my way. That isn't too helpful, so probably just back this on up a little bit. Alright, so get the skid steer moved out of the way here. Have a nice open path. Just put this barrel over by the other one. I already have it opened up. So, I'm gonna grab out our swapping container. There's a bit of sap in it. That's alright. So swap the first one out. I mean, even though there isn't that much in them, I'm still gonna swap them out, just so I know there's room. Because this one has a constant flow drip on it. Oh yeah, and then my system, I was gonna show that to you guys, is a bit different than my dad's. I don't know why I'm calling it my dad's, because it's him and I both do it. But this year I got some plastic taps with some nice hose, compared to what my dad used, which was those metal aluminum taps. Dump this first one out. I don't know, I like it. And they're cheap. I only paid $50 for 60 some feet of hose and about 40 taps then too, so I'm not complaining, I guess. and I bought that off of Amazon. Don't know how much it'd cost to go through an actual retailer, but who knows, maybe next year. Alright, so that's another full 20 gallons of sap. I can have 1 gallon of syrup now. Anyways, gonna head down to the barn. Gonna wash out another one. This weekend here, I might start boiling sap. What we used to do to boil sap. Oh, that's nice. Got a little river running through the bottom of the farm. Anyways, what we always used to do though, when we only started like this like 3 years ago. I think this is our 3rd year doing it. But first year we had we used an oven, and then what's it called? Oven and a giant pot is what we used first year. That worked nice. Second year we used the oven, the pot again, but we accidentally left it on overnight and wrecked the pot and wrecked all the burners on the stove. And this is a spare stove. My dad found it for free. And so it just stays on in our garage. But this is our 4th year doing it, because the 3rd year then we got ourselves a steel pan, aluminum steel pan, is one of the two. And we used that. We put that on the stove and turned all the burners on, but that didn't cook very well. So now this year we're putting a fire pit, and we're putting our pan on top of that. So hopefully this year goes good, because in the last 2 years we have not gotten any homemade maple syrup, and it's kind of sad because we went through all that effort and didn't get anything out of it. So this year should be better. All right, well, got that all washed out now. You know, I was second guessing myself when I said it was teat dip, because I seen Mastacare on it, and I'm thinking, was this some for mastitis? Because I don't know, the liquid that came out of it sure as hell wasn't teat dip. But, well, seems to be clean on the inside, so I hope I can put stuff in it. I'm gonna go ask Grandpa his opinion. Because, if my food can't go in this, I'm not really sure I want my food going into it. So, I'll go ask Grandpa and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so those snow just over there are still pretty tall. I was hoping I'd be able to get through there, but I guess it hasn't melted yet, so I'm going on a walk. Skid steer's gonna stay there. Well, I go. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, skid steer is definitely gonna get stuck going through this. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to get through. Who knows? I already had to walk this all yesterday, and I brought my little cousin with yesterday. God, I hate this. Alright. Catch you guys when I get over to that tree. Snow's melted some here at least though, so take that. Thought I might show you guys one of the natural little beauties behind my farm. This is a natural made ravine right here. I have to focus on getting up the snow real quick. But when you get heavy rainfall or defrost like this, the river always runs, and there's a giant cliff that I'd like to find to show you guys too. So I think we're gonna walk along here now, because one, there's less snow, two, my trees along it, and three, there's a beautiful cliff that I'd like to show you guys. Alright, got that put on now. I have it sitting over there on some plywood right next to the fire pit. I need to figure out how to zoom in on this thing, but anyways, that's all for today. Well, it was normally a half-an-hour job, but instead somehow ended up taking 3 days. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and come back for more. Have a nice day.